get ready.
I am a priceless treasure. God knows me, God hears me, God is my comfort.
To embark on an epic quest.
Nothing better, forgiven and chosen forever.
And discover God's greatest treasure.
I am a treasure. I am a treasure. I am a treasure.
Hello, boys and girls. We have a small group today. How are you guys doing? Who's hot today? Yeah, it's really hot out there today, huh? Well, I'm so glad that you came here today to day 4 of Vacation Bible School. Are you guys excited? Yeah, all right. We are very excited to be here today, and we have a lot of really fun, cool stuff planned for you today. So like we do every day, we're going to start off with our rock star, and we are going to sing our theme song.
All right, we're going to stand up, and we're going to sing our theme song. Who's excited? I know you're excited. You sound very excited.
Going on a great adventure, following Jesus the way, digging deep down in His Word, ancient truths still true today.
We will sing.
We will sing, we will praise our God for all our days. We are fearfully, wonderfully made. We will rise, we will soar. That's what we were created for. By His pleasure, we are treasured by God. Going on a great adventure, following Jesus the way, digging deep down in His Word, ancient truths still true today. We will sing, we will praise our God for all our days. We are fearfully, wonderfully made. We will rise, we will soar. That's what we were created for. By His pleasure, we are treasured by God. We will sing, we will praise our God for all our days. We are fearfully, wonderfully made. We will rise, we will soar. That's what we were created for. By His pleasure, we are treasured by God.
All right, thank you, everyone. Good job.
All right, we are so excited. You know that Rocky and I were exploring around the canyon earlier today, and Rocky was very, very excited. And oh, here comes Rocky. Do you hear Rocky? I think he's going to be coming. He's very, very excited to share what we found today when we were exploring. So, do you guys want to know what Rocky found today? I know. See, he's very excited because we saw something really, really cool. All right. So, do you know that dogs like to do what? And lick, right? They like to lick everything. Have you ever watched your dog outside? They like to lick the rocks. So Rocky today, we went into this cave, and in the cave, Rocky started licking and licking and licking at these rocks, and we were like, Rocky, what are you doing? And when we went, we discovered something really cool. And I'm going to ask them to put a picture of what we saw because it was inside the cave, so we couldn't bring it in here today. So we're going to show you a picture of what Rocky found. Whoa. Do you know what this is? That's called a hieroglyphic. Yes, there's 3 pictures there. Do you see those pictures? These are carvings that are in the rocks. And these hieroglyphics are hieroglyphics of families, pictures of families. So today, your mom and dad have thousands of pictures of you on their phones, right? When I was little, my parents had pictures of us in an album, right? They would take these pictures. They'd have to take them somewhere to get them developed. You guys have no idea what that is, but that's okay. And we would put them in these albums, right? But before there were cameras and before there were albums, this is how they did family pictures. They would carve them into rocks, and they've stayed there for years and years and years. So people then discover the hieroglyphics, and this is how they would communicate. This is how they would present their families from generation to generation. Isn't that cool how they did that way back then before all of this cool technology that we have today? That reminds me of our daily find for today. What do you think our daily find for today is? Let's see. Do I have a volunteer? Do I have a volunteer that comes up in the white shirt? Come on up. All right. So, our daily find for today is upside that way. What does it say? Jesus made me in his family. I dig it. All right, I want you all to stand up because you know we have to do motions for all of these, right? Okay, so this is the motion for this one. Jesus made me in his family. I dig it. So you're going to you can do 2 things on this one. Jesus made me in his family. You can hug yourself or hug your neighbor, okay? So Jesus made me in his family. I dig it. All right? I want to see everybody doing it nice and loud on the count of 3. Ready? Oh, you guys are terrible. Let's start again. 1, 2, 3. Jesus made me in his family. I dig it. All right. Jesus made me in his family, and I dig it. Thank you very much. You're going to have a turn later. Okay. So Jesus made me in his family, and I dig it. All right, now I'm going to need 4 volunteers. Yeah, come on up. You can come up. You can come up. One more. Okay. Let's do our bedrock verse. Let's start with what we have learned so far. I need everybody to stand up. All right. Okay. And then you're going to wait for yours, okay? Are we ready to start from the very beginning? You guys remember all the motions? Okay, here we go. Today we're going to say, there is nothing in all creation that will ever be able to separate us from the love of God. I'm going to hold this one. I'm going to show you the motions for this one. So for this one we're going to say, there is nothing in all creation, right, that will ever be able to separate us from the love of God. Okay? So there's nothing in all creation that will ever be able to separate us from God's love. Then Romans 8:38. Okay, you ready to do the whole
All right, everyone on your feet. I'm going to sing one of our favorites, Good Gifts. Who's ready? Oh, no. Who's ready? Good Gifts. Good Gifts. No parado. Everyone standing up, standing up. I know it's hot and sticky, but it's actually kind of fresh in here, right? All right, ready?
If you can sing, then I can shout. If you can write, then I can tell a story. You can run
We're gonna jump.
and jump so high that I can make some wings and we can touch the sky. 'Cause every good and perfect special gift comes straight from God above. And we can all do great things with His love. Our good Father makes us good gifts. He makes us good gifts. Good gifts. Our good Father makes us good gifts. He makes us good gifts. Good gifts. Our good Father makes us good gifts. If you can sing,
All right, then I can shout.
I can shout. If you can write, I can tell a story. You can run and jump so high
Good job.
that I can make some wings and we can touch the sky. 'Cause every good and perfect special gift comes straight from God above. And we can all do great things with His love. Our good Father makes us good gifts. He makes us good gifts. Good gifts. Our good Father makes us good gifts. He makes us good gifts. Good gifts. Our good Father makes us good gifts. He makes us good gifts. Good gifts. Our good Father makes us good gifts. He makes us good gifts. Good gifts. Our good Father makes us good gifts.
You guys sounded great. Thank you, everyone.
All right. I wonder what Courtney and Josh are up to today. You guys want to see what Courtney and Josh are up to today? Let's let the video roll and see what Courtney and Josh are doing today.
Oh, I think I found something, but I'm not sure.
Let me have a look. Why, it looks like you have uncovered a fossil. Until we uncover a little bit more, though, we can't be 100% sure. We need to keep digging.
Hey, I think I found a fossil too.
Oh, let's take a look. Oh, yes. Oh, be very careful digging around them. They can be very delicate. Oh, yes. You have definitely found a fossil that's similar to Josh's fossil. Oh, let's keep digging. Oh, kids, come over here and look and see what I found.
What is it?
Hey, it looks similar to the fossils that we found.
That's right. This looks like the same species of the other ones that you were finding. Maybe they're part of the same family.
Really? How can you tell?
Well, if we look at the position, the three are so close to each other, and I'm almost positive they're of the same species. And if we look carefully, I think they may even be the same family.
So these creatures were a family? Like a normal family?
Yep, they used to be a family. Well, not anymore because they're fossils now.
That's right. just like a normal family. They probably ate together and spent time together, maybe even celebrated birthdays together.
Courtney, what are you doing?
I'm looking to see if there's any leftovers from the birthday party. I'm getting hungry.
Sorry to disappoint you, Courtney, but I don't think these creatures had birthday parties. And if they did, I don't think you would like the food they were eating.
They probably ate type of nasty meat or something.
That's right. You know, every family is a little bit different.
Wait, how are human families different?
Oh, well, some families, children live with their parents, and sometimes they don't. Or sometimes the children live with their grandparents.
My best friend lives with her grandparents.
Well, there you go. And sometimes they live in different places. Sometimes they may live in a house or an apartment or even in a trailer.
Dr. Soil, is it true that in some animal families, the mother and father leave their children?
Well, that is true, but of course, with human families, God originally designed it so that the mother and father would work closely together to raise their children.
Not everywhere in the animal world though, right?
Well, that's right. In many parts of the animal world, it's totally different. For example, lions. With lions, there could be one father and many mothers.
Oh, so we can learn about the difference between families through fossils, right?
That's right. You know, fossils are great family histories. By studying these 3 fossils right here, we could learn many things. Like what do you think we could learn?
Maybe they were living together. Maybe the baby couldn't find food. Maybe the parents were always near.
Yeah, that reminds me of my family. They like to keep a close eye on me.
That's because they worry about you. They don't want you to get hurt or eat rock candy off the ground.
Very funny. Why should they worry about me? I don't do anything crazy.
Let's see. There was a time that your brakes broke off your bicycle and you ran into the garage door. Or the other time where you ran into the glass door because you couldn't see it.
In my defense, it was so clean I didn't see it.
Those were just accidents, Courtney. But of course your parents worry about you. As a matter of fact, both of your parents are coming up to visit this afternoon.
They are? It feels like forever since I've seen them.
Yeah, but in reality, it's only been like 4 days.
Well, 4 days is a while without seeing your family.
Haha, you know what we should do? We should prepare a little presentation so that they can see what we've been working on here at Jasper Canyon.
Awesome. I think they'd love that.
Yeah, my parents always want to see what I'm up to.
Well, what should we talk about in our presentation?
We should tell them all about the fossils and how they're connected and how they should be families and stuff.
I think my parents would love that. They seem to really like old stuff. Seriously, you should see our car.
Well, you know what? They're going to be here in about an hour. So let's get ready, what we're going to show them and what we'll tell them.
Okay, so we'll see later on today what Josh and Courtney come up with to show their families. And all the things that we're doing here this week, you're going to get to share it with your families on Sabbath, all right? We are going to have a very special celebration here on Sabbath to celebrate our Vacation Bible School here at Jasper Canyon. And you'll be able to show all your parents all the awesome stuff that you did here, all the fun stuff, and all the things that you learned while we were here at Vacation Bible School. Are you guys excited about that? Yeah, all right. So make sure that you continue to practice your memory verses, the memory verse, and practice the songs at home because you're going to be performing for your parents on Sabbath, all right? Let's have our rock star come up one more time and do one more song before we go rock hounding.
All right, let's stand up one more time.
Distant thunder sounds like our liberation.
Good job. You guys are going to be rock stars on Sabbath. You're doing an awesome job with these songs. We're so proud of you. All right. Are you guys ready to go rock hounding today? Yeah, let's see what's going to be happening at all the different stations for us today. So let's stand up, find your group, and go with your leaders, and we'll see you in an hour and a half.
My God is powerful. He stands invincible. I will hold on to him. I will hold on to him. Through God, I will overcome. He's the rock that will never move. I will hold on to him. I will hold on to him. His power moves the earth and sky, takes me to the highest heights. My God is powerful. His power will forgive and heal, crushes darkness, drives out fear. My God is powerful. My God is powerful. He stands invincible. I will hold on to him. I will hold on to him. Through God, I will overcome. He's the rock that will never move. I will hold on to him. I will hold on to him. His power moves the earth and sky, takes me to the highest heights. My God is powerful. His power will forgive and heal, crushes darkness.
right? Yeah, okay. Okay, so, like I said, Billy was the goofy one. And then there is Jamie. She was a photographer. She was a great photographer. And then we have Jessie. Jessie, oh, she loved to climb, and she kept us up. She's a climber. And we have Amanda, my best friend since we were little. Amanda was my very best friend. She's still my very best friend. And you know what happened? We went out, and like I said, Jessie, she's the one that liked to go rock climbing, doing this, doing that. She went ahead of us. She kept us going. And then she was always in front. All of a sudden, we noticed that Jessie needed help. Ooh. She was climbing this boulder, and then she was holding on for her life. So, you know what we did? As friends, we got it together right away. We got my rope. As a matter of fact, I got it here. And then we put everything together, the blade, everything together, and we pull her out. We work as a family. We work like friends. And that was so good. I mean, we were scared, but it was good because we worked together as a family. And when you work as a family, there is a saying, I'm pretty sure you heard this before, divided, we fall, right? Divided, we stand. Yeah, so in things, so we were really together, and we help out Jessie pull her out, and that was good. Those are good memories that we will never forget. As a matter of fact, I got a game for you, and I'm gonna need some people to help me out with this. And this is the game. I'm gonna open a parachute here. I'm gonna put a ball inside, but I want people to hold the parachute on the side. Okay? So let's see. Let me see how big this is. So. I'm gonna put a ball inside.
Everybody gets one.
That's okay. That's okay. So you can hold it right there, because I'm gonna do the rest for you. The ball should not go into the wide grid right there. Okay. If it goes, that's like going out. So you have to keep the ball in the different color: red, yellow, blue, and green. If it goes in there, that means
You're dead.
there's a yeah, you fall.
It falls to death.
Okay, so you have to keep it together. Okay.
Shoot it.
Okay.
It's definitely dead.
Okay, let me throw the ball and see. So how long you can keep it? We're gonna run only for 60 seconds. Starting just now. Oh no, but don't pull it out either.
It's dead. It died.
Look.
You guys killed him.
Easy. Yeah, there you go. Too much. Okay? Let's see. Easy. Don't let it go in the water.
Dylan, stand up. Please, having so much fun when he doesn't know it's in danger. It died, it fell. No, it didn't, did it? We're like, you killed him.
You killed it. Okay, that was 50 seconds. That's good. That's good.
Wow.
Well, wasn't that fun? I mean,
Let's play again.
one more 15 seconds, okay? Oh, wait, no. Stop. Okay, let's not overdo it. Let's not overdo it. And remember, it's not trying to get out. It's just not trying to get into the center. Okay? So. See? No. Here, please. Take that. Wasn't that fun working together? Well, when we work together as a family, we help each other. And this is what God wants us to do, to help each other. We might not be family by blood, but friends, sometimes we say friends are more than family, because you always talk to your friend tells you everything, you tell everything to your friend. So working together as a family, whether they're blood family or not, is always good. And that reminds me of a story in the Bible where this lady, young lady, her name is Ruth. She got married. Now, we don't know, the Bible doesn't talk about her having brother, sister, or I'm pretty sure I have parents, but it doesn't talk about any of her family. But I tell you what, Ruth is going to come and tell us the story himself, because this is a very beautiful story. We need to hear it and to understand it, because she married this guy, and her friend Orpha married this guy's brother. She's going to tell us the story herself. Ruth, are you already here? Oh, there she comes. There she comes.
Thank you, Jaden. Hello. Oh, you are so beautiful. I'm so glad you're here with me. My name is Ruth. Have you heard of me before? Any of you? Oh, you have. I am famous. Thank you. Well, do you believe in love? Do you know what that is? Oh, you do. That's nice. Well, I have a love story for you. It doesn't start too happy, but it gets happy at the end. Do you want to hear it? Do you want to know a little bit about it? Do you? I don't know. Maybe that's a sign. It's not true. All right. Well, I don't have a chair to sit, but I'll try my best. You know what I did? I was so important. I was one of the important females from that time ago. You weren't around yet, but I was so important that I have a book with my name on it. I will tell you a little bit about it. The story of Ruth and Naomi. I have to talk about my mother-in-law. So let me tell you a little bit about it. In a place called Moab. Isn't that a cool name? That's where I'm from. In a place called Moab, there lived a nice family. Do you have a family that's really nice? I bet you do. Elimelech, look at that cool name, Elimelech. His wife, Naomi, that's my mother-in-law, and their 2 sons moved there because there was no more food there than where they used to live. So they didn't used to live there, okay? And you know what happens? Well, back in the day where I'm from, sometimes food ran out. What do you do when there's no more food in your house? But there was nothing in the grocery stores. What do you do then? Oh, well, we don't want to do that. But yeah, we did panic. No, everybody panicked. So you know what they did? The solution was they had to move and find food somewhere else. And that's what they did. But you know what happened? Yeah. Well, I don't think so. They were not cannibals. But let me tell you what happened. So they moved to the place in Moab. They weren't from there, but that's where I'm from. After a while, this comes the sad part. After a while, Elimelech died, but Naomi wasn't really alone. You know who she had? 2 sons. So she was sad, very, very sad. Have you ever felt sad for something? Maybe lost a fish? I've lost a fish before. It was very sad. Oh, that's really sad. Okay. 26 fish. Oh, no. That's what happened with fish. But look at what happened. Her sons got married. And that's where I come in. Their sons got married. But after 10 years, they died too. Okay, so it's not very happy yet. But it's coming. It's coming. At least Naomi still had the wives of the sons, right? To keep her company. And you know what their names were? Who can guess their names? The other one is not pretty famous, but she's out there. So it was me, Ruth, and the other one was Orpha. Orpha, or Oprah. Some people call her Oprah. Yes, you know about Oprah. So Naomi, you know what she did? She called her son's wives and told them, I am going to go back to where I used to live. And I would like you to also go back to your family where you used to live. Does that seem strange? Not really? Well, oh. That's true. You have a point there. But she just felt like, well, I have nothing to give you. I have no sons left. My husband's gone too. So why don't you go back and have a better life? Because remember, they're not from where she's from. And she just felt, I have nothing. Why don't you go back and have a better life without me? So she said, may God show you kindness as you have shown me. All the women cried and hugged each other because they were such good friends. They became like real family. Orpah didn't want to leave Naomi, but Naomi told her not to worry. She would be fine. So Orpah left to go back to her family. But no matter what Naomi said to me, I would not leave her. Don't ask me to leave you. Where you go, I will go. And where you stay, I will stay. Your friends will be my friends. And your God will be my God. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Yeah, it's beautiful. So this is what happened. Ruth and Naomi returned to Bethlehem together. Have you ever heard of that place? Bethlehem? What's that? Ah, so you know a little bit about it. So they went to Bethlehem together. It was a good thing because Ruth went with Naomi and Bethlehem was very far away. Naomi couldn't have traveled all that way by herself. Now, notice that Ruth never complains, but is a good friend to Naomi. She wasn't expecting anything in return. She just wanted to help. When they got there, Ruth decided that she should do some kind of work because they didn't have any money. It was to harvest some barley. Let me show you what a barley is. I don't know if you can really see. Can you see this? This is barley. What can you do with that? You can make food. You can make bread. You can have maybe pasta, pancakes. Yes. So she decided to go and pick that as her job. It was the harvest time. So she worked in the fields following behind the harvesters. And you know what she used to do? She used to pick them up. Whatever they dropped, she picked them up. Now, the owner of the field came by to greet the harvesters. And you know what happened? He saw Ruth, me. And you know what happened then? He fell in love because I was so beautiful. So he wanted to know who I was. So he asked the workers, who is that beautiful woman over there? And they said, oh, that's just Ruth. She's a widow. You know what a widow is? Yeah? Oh, wow, you're so good. You know these things. So, yes. Okay, so you know a lot about the Bible. This is what happened. He found out that she did not have a husband. He did not have a wife either. So Boaz went to talk to Ruth. And he said to her, don't go work in any other field. Stay here in mine, and I will protect you. You can pick whatever you want, okay? But that's not where the story ends, okay? Because short after that, he married me. And we were so happy together. But that's not what the best part is. We had a baby. His name was Obed. And Obed, you know who he was? David's grandfather. How cool is that? And so we are related to Jesus. Yes. Yes, I am. And the cool thing about it is that Boaz was so kind to me. He rescued me and he helped me so that I could survive. And you know that Jesus does that too? Jesus is our rescuer, and he will always be there to help us because we are part of his family. Yes. Far relative. That's right. That's right. You know the story really well. That's awesome. Thank you so much for listening to my story. I hope you learned something.
There's a story in the Bible of a widow named Ruth. She chose to leave her people and embrace the truth. Though she knew it would be tough, she decided never give up. She'd be loyal and true, for God would see her through. Whither thou goest, I will go, and where thou lodgest, I will lodge. Thy people shall be my people, and thy God my God. Ruth chose to be faithful, though a stranger in the land. God poured out his blessings.
Wow, that's my power. Remember? Strong, my strength. How you all doing today? Good, all right. She's doing good. How are you guys doing over here? Good? How you guys doing over here? Good? Good? Good, all right. Sebastian, how are we doing today? Good? Oh, he's doing good. All right. I have a couple questions for you. Let's see if you remember. Does anyone remember my name?
What's his name? What's his name?
You don't remember my name? I'm sad. Yes. Start with Jota. Bo. That's my third name. Jade. There you go. Yeah, she remembers. She remembers. Well, tell you what. Do you... No, not yet, not yet. Do you have friends? You do have friends? You have friends? Oh, I am your friend as well? Are you? Oh, thank you. Yes, you are my friends. And I love spending time with my friends. I enjoy spending time with my friends. I'm going to tell you a short story. You know, one time, my friend and I, Billy, Jamie, Billy is a goofy. He's goofy. He's so funny. Jamie, she was the photographer. And Jessie, she was a hiker and she used to climb rocks. She climbs rocks, this and that. And then there is Amanda. She was my best friend. Amanda was my best friend ever. Oh, wow. Having friends so good. You know, Amanda and I would say things that we would laugh for the rest of the day. Things that we remember. Oh, poor thing. So, all you have to say is just one word, and we start laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing. And when you laugh, and someone beside you start laughing, what happens? You start laughing, right? It's like contagious. Todo el mundo comienza a reírse, ¿verdad? Well, tell you what. One time, my friend and I decided to get together. I drove on my Jeep, and I took Rocky with me. We had the most wonderful time with friends. Oh, having friends so good. And what we did, we went hiking. And Jessie, since she was the climber, she always was ahead of us, and she kept us going up and down hills, getting to the summit of the mountains. ¿Ellos entienden todo español? ¿O inglés? Ellos entienden los dos. Ah, ok, pues está bien entonces. Habla español. ¿Habla español? Ok, pues estábamos subiendo la montaña y de momento Jessie se desapareció. Y cuando nos dimos vuelta, Jessie se cayó y se quedó colgando. Se quedó colgando y pidiendo ayuda, ayuda. Y you know what we did? ¿Sabe lo que hicimos? Inmediatamente yo saqué mi soga. Nos pusimos en una línea, hicimos una línea y le pasamos la soga a Billy. Billy se la agarró a Jamie, la amarró y entre todos alamos a Jessie. Así que Jessie, ella estaba colgando, que si se cae, no lo cuenta. Pero eso es lo que los amigos hacemos, ¿verdad? Cuando tú tienes un amigo, tú lo ayudas, ¿verdad que sí? Claro que sí, para eso estamos, para ayudarnos unos a los otros. Vamos a ver esto. Vamos, no sé, voy a tratar esto a ver. Okay, I'm going to need your help. Can you all guys stand up, please? Stand up. All of you. And I'm going to need probably your help too. I'm going to need everyone's help over here. Okay, can you hold it over here? Go ahead, hold it over there. Let's open this up, everyone. Voy a necesitar la ayuda de ustedes también. Sí. Ábralo aquí, ¿ok? Si quiere, puede ayudar, venga. Sí, ok. Good. Mira, esto es lo que vamos a hacer. Ok, mira. No, la bola no puede caer ahí. Si cae ahí, el juego se detiene. Ok, vamos a jugar por 1 minuto. Tenemos que mantener la bola. Si cae aquí, vamos a brincarla, pero que no salga. Si cae fuera, perdemos. Si cae aquí en el medio, perdemos. Ok, así que vamos a decir que este es Jessie. And she's hanging. And we are trying. Estamos tratando de que ella no se caiga por el roto ahí, ni por acá. Ok, so vamos a tener que poner esto así para brincarla, pero que no caiga en el medio. All right. Better under the group. Wow. Okay, good. Vamos a tratarlo por 15 segundos más. Cuéntame. Oh, gracias. Ok, 15 segundos más, avísame. Ok, good. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, that's good. Thank you. Wasn't that fun? Eso chévere, ¿verdad? Chévere. ¿Les gustó este juego? No, bueno, corazón, ahora no porque tenemos que continuar. Pero, gracias. Pero, ¿verdad que fue chévere jugar? ¿Verdad que fue chévere jugar y... ¿Verdad que fue chévere jugar y ayudar y permitir que la persona no se saliera? La bola era como una persona. ¿Tú sabes qué? Que la Biblia nos habla de... Nosotros estamos trabajando como una familia y la Biblia nos habla, hay una historia donde el personaje se llama Ruth y Ruth, escuche, Ruth se casó con un joven y en los tiempos de antes cuando tú te casabas, tú te ibas a vivir con la familia de tu esposo. Pero vamos a dejar que Ruth nos cuente la historia, porque es la historia de Ruth, Orfa y Noemí.
Hello. Hi, beautiful friends. Hi, I am Ruth, and I'm here to tell you a little story. Do you know? Have you heard of Ruth before? Maybe you haven't. Oh, you have. That's nice. Well, I'll tell you what happened to Ruth. Now, let me start a little bit at the beginning. There was a very nice family that lived in a place called Moab. The nice family was Naomi, that was my mother-in-law, her husband Abimelech, and they had 2 sons. Now they lived in the land of Moab because they had to move there, because where they lived before, in Bethlehem, they didn't have any food. Do you have food at home? Do you like food? Oh, I like food too. But what happened was they didn't have enough food where they used to live before. So they had to move to the land of Moab. Now, they were there, but then something sad happened. Naomi's husband passed away. She was really sad, but she had 2 sons, remember? So she was okay. Then the 2 sons got married. And they married someone named Ruth, that's me, and they married Orpha. They were really happy for 10 years, but then the sons died too. And then Naomi, my mother-in-law, she wanted to go back to where she lived before because they had more food now. And then she told me and my other sister-in-law, she said, I'm leaving back to Bethlehem. I want you two to go back to where you lived before. You'll be happier there. They have a lot of food. You have your family there. Why don't you go? And I'll go back alone. So let me show you what they look like. Can you see this picture? That is Naomi, my mother-in-law. That is me there, Ruth, with her. And I don't know if you can really see, but Orpha, she left because she told us to leave. So Orpha left. But I said, no, you are my new family. I'm going to stick with you. You cannot get rid of me. I told her that I wanted to have her. I would be friends with her friends, and her family would be my family. And you know what? Her God would also be my God. So what happened next, when we came back, she said, okay, fine, I can get rid of you. Follow me. She was really grateful because she would have been really sad. So we stuck together, and then I decided to help her find food. You know the food we found? Do you know what this is? This is some kind of grain. It's called barley. So I decided to get a job and pick this up. This is me picking up the barley. Can you see me? I'm picking up the barley. Do you see someone else in the picture? Who? What do you see in the picture next to me? A man. Yes. That man was Boaz. I know he had a different name. He's Boaz. And he was so nice. He told me, come to my field and I'm going to give you a whole bunch of this for free. How nice was that? This is food. And he said, I'm going to take care of you. Do you want to marry me? And I said, yeah, let's get married. So we got married and he took care of me and he took care of my mother-in-law, Naomi. And I was so happy. We were so happy together because not only that, we had a little baby and his name was Obed. And you have no idea who Obed was. Obed, our son, was David's grandpa. Do you know who David is? That's a big deal. David's grandpa, Obed, was our son. So you know what that really means? That we were related to Jesus. How cool is that? And all because I was kind to my mother-in-law, Naomi. That is a really, really happy story with a happy ending. Because Jesus rescues us whenever we're in trouble. And that is what Boaz did for me and my mother-in-law. And I am so eternally grateful that we met. And we became a very, very happy family. Do you have a happy family at home? Yes, you do. That's awesome. And you are always kind to each other, right? And God loves that. And God will rescue you and give you blessings because you are very kind to one another. God wants us in his family too. We are part of his family. So we need to be good boys and girls, listen to our mommies and daddies, and always be kind to one another. We are part of God's family. Thank you for listening to my story.
There's a story in the Bible of a widow named Ruth. She chose to leave her people and embrace the truth. Though she knew it would be tough, she decided never give up. She'd be loyal and true, for God would see her through. Whither thou goest, I will go, and where thou lodgest, I will lodge. Thy people shall be my people, and thy God my God. Ruth chose to be faithful, though a stranger in the land. God poured out his blessings, the story the valleys low. God is good wherever we go. From the brightest days to the darkest nights, God is good all the time. Oh, 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 God is good. Oh, oh, through the ice and snow to the vast unknown, everywhere we go, God is good. Through the trials we face, He will show the way. We will stand and say that God is good. Oh, 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 God is good. Oh, oh, the mountains high, through the valleys low, God is good. Wherever we go, from the brightest days to the darkest nights, God is good all the He is good through the ups and downs when life spins us around. Our God is good. When nothing goes our way and it's just not our day. Our God is good. Oh, oh, God is good. Oh, the mountains high, through the valleys low, God is good. Wherever we go, from the brightest days to the darkest nights, God is good. The mountains high, through the valleys low, God is good. Wherever we go, from the brightest days to the darkest nights, God is good all the time. Oh, oh, God is good. Oh, God is good.
Watching Life Tree Kids.
Through every storm of life, I know you're by my side. So I am holding on to your promises. You are the God who holds my future, all my dreams. So I am holding on. You'll never let go of me. You gave me hope when hope was all but gone. A second chance to sing a brand new song. You opened up my eyes to see. You rescued me, rescued me. You showed the way when there was no way out. Cleared up my mind when you erased all doubt. You made me strong when I was weak. You rescued me, rescued me. Through every storm of life, gives us hope for each new day. Oh, oh. When the world feels dark and lonely, His love illuminates. He's the one I trust and I will follow Him. He is the light that breaks through the darkness. Follow His lead and light it up, light it up. Jesus will guide us through every dark time. Follow His lead and light it up, light up the world. I'm gonna follow Jesus wherever He will lead me. I'm gonna follow Jesus all the way. I'm gonna follow Jesus wherever He will lead me. I'm gonna follow Jesus all the way. He is the light that breaks through the darkness. Follow His lead and light it up, light it up. Jesus will guide us through every dark time. Follow His lead.
Oh, wow. Okay, here we go again. Here we go again. How you doing, guys? How you doing? Nice to see you again. ¿Cómo estamos? Bien. Ok. Les pregunto, ¿quieres que les hable español o inglés? Español. Ah, me hubiesen dicho. ¿Ah? ¿No español? English. Okay. Both. No. I want you to understand everything. What's your name again? What's your name? Naya. You are my sister, huh? Right? Tú eres la hermana de Amy. Amy. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Well, nice to see you again. Chévere que les veo. Le hablo en los dos idiomas para que lo entendamos todo. Chévere. ¿Saben qué? Ustedes tienen amigos. Do you have friends? Do you have friends? Do you? Really? ¿Como 100? Oh, wow. That's good. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 friends in here. Are you my friends? Are you my friend? Okay, good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new friends.
No, you have 8, including Jesus.
Oh, how could I forget that? Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I got more than that. Oh, Rocky. Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting. How you doing, Rocky? Oh, he likes to stir up people, you know. Okay, so since you have friends, you know what? I have lots of friends too, including you. And of course, my best friend is Jesus. He is my best friend. Now, I want to tell you a story, something that I'm pretty sure you have done stuff with your friends. Ustedes han hecho cosas con sus amigos que se acuerdan, ¿verdad que sí? ¿Verdad que sí? Y se acuerdan y empiezan a reírse. Okay, when you have a sleepover and you have fun doing this, doing that, okay? Well, I had some friends someplace else, and the 5 of us got together once and we went hiking. We have Billy. Billy was the goofy one. He, just by looking at him, just start laughing. Just by looking at him. You don't have to say anything, or he doesn't have to say anything, do anything. He is so funny. And then we have Jamie. Jamie, she's the photographer. She likes to take photos everywhere. And then we have Jesse. Jesse is the one that always, hiking, climbing, doing fun stuff, and kept us going up and down the hills de la montaña. Así que, y mi mejor amiga, Amanda. Amanda and I go way, way back since we were little. We went to elementary, we went to middle, high school, college, but then we separated, but we're still good friends. Okay? And you know what? We decided to go hiking, the five of us. And we were hiking, and Amanda, Jessie, since she was the one always, she kept us going up and down. All of a sudden, she disappears, and when we just caught up to her, she was asking for help because she felt she was climbing a boulder, and then she fell, but she held on to the edge of the boulder, right? And she goes, help me, I need help. So right there, I pull out my rope, and then Billy went in front. I was in between Jamie and Amanda, and we tie her up and we pull her out. Will you do that? A what? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Will you do that for a friend? Will you help a friend? I'm pretty sure you will help your friends. You will help your friends always, right? You don't want your friends to go through bad things bad to happen to him or to her. So, te pregunto, will you do the same thing for your family? Of course. So having friends is like having family. Okay, having friends is like having family. And we help each other. Now, I want to, before I get in, I do a little introduction to the story of today, I want you to help me out with this. Okay, listen up. You have to listen to the rules. I want everyone to hold on to this. Stand up. I'm going to need as much help as I can. So, I need help. Miss, and, okay. And this is what's going to happen. There's an empty spot there. What's going to happen, we're going to throw a ball in here. Now, let's say this hole, this is a hole. If the ball hit that means the ball is like a person. It will fall down the cliff. If the ball goes out, falls down the cliff. So the ball is a person. And the name of the ball is ball. Okay? Ball. No, wait. We have to keep it inside, but that's a person. Okay? So if it hits that, we're going to play for 60 seconds. Okay? Stand up. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, but don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. Oh. It died. We cannot overdo it. See, if I would have pulled Jessie right away, she would have hit the boulder and knocked down, and that would not be fun. So we need to do it very gentle. Very gentle. Okay? All right. Brianna, throw the ball. Okay. See, like that. Oh, there you go. Whoop. Ah. Okay. We're going to do it for 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds. Last time. 30 more seconds. Okay, buddy. Throw the ball. Don't let it go. Don't let it fall. Ah. Few more seconds. Go ahead. 1, 2, go. Oh, you already killed it from the get-go, but that's okay. Whoa. Okay, all right, that's it. That's it. Thank you. Let me have ball. How you doing, ball? You okay, ball? Okay, yeah. Thank you. So, wasn't that fun? Try to keep the person alive, right? Well, this is what family do. This is what family do. They try to help each other so no one goes through no holes. And we all keep alive, okay? Now, this reminds me of a story in the Bible about family. How family can be so close. Now, being friends doesn't mean that you cannot be family, okay? Not because you're not blood related doesn't mean you're family, right? It's how you treat each other. And we're gonna hear the story of Ruth and Orpha. Ruth, she's here today, and she's gonna tell us a story about herself. So, Ruth, it's all yours, baby.
Thank you, Jaden. Hello, beautiful children. I'm so happy you're here with me. My name is Ruth. Have you ever heard of me? If you haven't, it's okay, but I'm a little bit of a rock star. I'll tell you why. You want to hear my story? My story is about family, but it's also about love. It starts a little bit sad, but then it has a beautiful happy ending. I want to tell you about it. I have it all here in my book. I have a book written about me. How cool is that? So, I'll tell you what happened. In a place called Moab, it's a little weird name, but it's actually a real place in the Middle East. In a place called Moab lived a nice family. You all have a nice family, right? Well, there was this family that lived there. And there was Elimelech. It's a really interesting name. Elimelech was the husband. His wife was Naomi. That's my mother-in-law. And they had 2 sons. So they moved there because there was no more food where they lived. What do you do when there's no more food in your house? Maybe you buy food, right? But what if there's no food to buy? What do? Well, this is what they had to do. They had to move from where they lived so that they could find food. After a while, the sad part comes. Elimelech, her husband, he died. But it's okay because Naomi at least had her 2 sons. So her sons got married, but after 10 years, they also passed away. But at least Naomi had her 2 daughters-in-law, and that's where I come in. I was one of her daughters-in-law, Ruth, and somebody else named Orpha. Orpha was my sister-in-law. Naomi called her sons' wives and told them, I'm going to go back where I used to live because now they had more food. And then she said, why don't you go back to where you're from? I don't have any more sons to give you, and I really don't have any money to share with you. Why don't you go back, live your lives? You have a better life there. And then Orpha said, are you sure? My sister-in-law said, fine, since you insist, I'll leave. But I decided to stick by my mother-in-law. I told her, but you're my new family. She said, but you have a mom and dad. You can go back to them. She said, no, your friends will be my friends and your God will be my God. And she was so touched. So she said, okay, fine, you can stay with me. Orpha didn't want to leave Naomi, but Naomi told her not to worry. She would be fine. So Orpha left to go back to her family, but no matter what Naomi said to me, I would not leave her. So Ruth and Naomi, me and Naomi, returned to Bethlehem together. Do you know what Bethlehem is? What is that? Another city. That's where they were from, but that's a really important city for the story. It was a good thing that I went with Naomi because Bethlehem was very far away and she would have not been able to make it all alone. Notice that Ruth, that I never complained, but I was a really good friend to her. Naomi was my new mom. And she wasn't expecting anything in return. I just wanted to help her. When they got there, when we got there, I decided that I would do some kind of work. Now, this is the work that I did. Can you see me here? What am I doing? Do you know what I'm doing? I am picking up this grain. It's called barley. And this is really important because that is where I met who would be my husband, Boaz. I was actually picking those things at his fields. And he said, go ahead, take all you want and nothing will happen to you. You'll be great. And by the way, are you married? And I said, no, I'm a widow. He said, well, I'm not married either. You want to marry me? And I said, yes, of course. He was so nice. And you know what? When we got married, we had a baby, and his name was Obed. That's not the important thing. Obed is David's grandfather. So, King David, right, is my grandchild. And we were all related to Jesus. Now, Boaz kind of like helped us out a lot because we needed him and we needed his kindness. When we are kind to each other, Jesus also helps us out. He is our Redeemer and he wants us to be part of our family. Be good to each other, kind to one another, because that is what God wants us to do. God bless you.
There's a story in the Bible of a widow named Ruth. She chose to leave her people and embrace the truth. Though she knew it would be tough, she decided never give up. She'd be loyal and true, for God would see her through. Whither thou goest, I will go, and where thou lodgest, I will lodge. Thy people shall be my people, and thy God my God. Ruth chose to be faithful, though a stranger in the land. God poured out his blessings, the story is so grand. Will you also be faithful and be loyal and true? God can do mighty things, he can work through you. The story of Ruth is a picture of love, one of hope and redemption.
Hello. But oh, you should know. You should know. Pregunta, ¿es mejor hablarle español o inglés a ellos? Français? Oh, parlez-vous French? Oui. Parlez-vous? Très bien. Ok. ¿Tú dijiste qué? ¿Inglés? ¿El inglés? ¿Todo lo entienden? Ok. Ok, guys. Oh, no, pues entonces inglés. Ok. How you doing today? Good. All right. Now, does anyone remember my name? It's so sad because. Okay, I want you to pay attention. If you don't pay attention, then I don't play with you. Okay, you don't remember my name? I'm sad. Because I thought that friends remembered their names. Okay, what's my name? No, you have to raise your hand. No. No, no, no. What? Jade is good. Jaden. Okay. Good. So you remember my name. Thank you. Okay. Now, do you have friends? And I thought I have 7 good friends here, but when you don't remember your friend's name, it's like, are they really my friends? Okay. You got friends? Do you use stuff with your friends? You have fun with your friends? You go to the pool, you go to the lake, you go camping, you ride the bike, right? But you do stuff with your friends, right? Yes, of course you do. Yeah. Okay, tell you what, I love what I do, and what I do is I collect trees, right? That's what I do? Oh, I collect rocks. And I love what I do when I go out with Rocky in my Jeep and we go, chilling. However, every now and then, I'm with my friends and we go out and do stuff together. Well, tell you what, I got a friend, his name is Billy. Billy is goofy. And you know Goofy is so funny. Just you look at him, you start smiling, laughing. Because he's so funny that if he look at you, you're going to start laughing. Okay. That's how funny he is. And then I got Jamie. Jamie is a photographer. Oh, she likes to take photos. She is great. Yeah. And then we have Jessie. Jessie, she likes to hike and rock climbing. And then I got my best friend. All of us got a best friend, right? Who is your best friend? What?
He's from school.
From school, okay?
His name's Wolf.
All right, we all got friends. But you know who's your really, really true best friend? Jesus. But we do have friends. We do have friends and we have best friends. And my best friend, her name is Amanda. Amanda and I go way back before we were born. No. Not before, but something like that. And we went to school together all the way to college, and then we separated. But we always kept in touch. Well, anyways, so there was Billy, Jamie, Jesse, Amanda, and myself. And we went up, and Jesse kept us going up and down to different peaks and this and that. But then, all of a sudden, Jesse disappeared, and we caught up to her. And you know what happened to her? She fell. No. She fell climbing a boulder, a big rock, big rock, right? And she was, help me. So you know what we did? We're good friends. As friends, we get together, act together, and I took my rope out of my backpack. Of course, I got a backpack at the time. I don't know why I zipped this up, but I got a backpack. I took my rope, and then there goes Billy goes in the front. Then Jamie got there, and then I got behind Jamie and Amanda behind me, and then we tie Jessie. We try to get her, and we tie her, and we pull her very gentle, little by little, to safety. And we got Jessie out of the ledge, right, where she was hanging. And that's what friends do, right? We help each other, right? It's like a family. Yeah, it's like a family. Family help each other. I'm sure that you help your brothers and sisters. I'm sure your brothers and sisters help you. And of course, mom and daddy help you out. Because that's what family do. Family love each other, right? And we help each other. Okay? Well, let's see if we act as a family doing this. I have a game for you. I want you to stand up around here. I'm going to need your help too. I'm going to need Solomon. I'm going to need your help. So aguanta, yo le doy la instrucción. Okay, okay. I'm gonna need your help. I'm gonna need your help. Come. I'm gonna need everyone's help. No. Just get in a circle. Get in a circle. Stand up, and just get one side of this. Okay. And listen up for the instructions.
Be careful when you step back. Be careful.
Amanda, come on, help us out, Amanda. Amanda, help us out. See, okay. So these are the instructions. I got a friend that's going to go inside of there. The name is Bo. Can you show my friend? Her name is Bo. That's the name.
That's his friend, right?
Yes. And this is the hole. Let's pretend that's all. If the ball gets in here, my friend disappeared. If the ball comes out, my friend ball disappeared. So we have to keep it. Wait. Let's follow instructions. We have to keep her, and let's not overdo it. Keep it inside. Yeah, go ahead.
You gotta be gentle. So ball doesn't hurt himself.
Okay? We're going to do it for 30 seconds. Let's see how we do it. Okay. Gentle. Oh. Okay. Wait. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Yeah. Let's try it again. Now, let's not do this. No. Whoa. No. If we do that, then we have to sit down. Okay? We have to do it gentle. Okay? Could you imagine if I would have pulled Jessie like that? She would have hit her head on the rock and then fall down and kill herself. We don't want that. So we don't want ball to disappear in us. Okay? So let me have my friend Jamie, my photographer there, throw the ball. No, it's okay. Okay. Go. That's okay. Okay, one more time. Gentle. 1, 2, go. Oh. Do it. Okay, put it inside. Let's go. Okay. Whoops. I think so far los nenes chiquitos. There you go. Okay, one more time. One more time. Okay. No. Oh, okay.
You guys did a good job.
Yeah. Thank you, buddy. Okay, thank you. Well,
Thank you, guys. Sit down.
well, I tell you what.
Keep it together, guys.
Wasn't that fun? When we help each other, when we work together, very gentle, ball will stay inside the parachute, right? But if we do it so rude and this and that, ball will. Okay, so we have to work gentle, and family always work together, helping each other, and we always work gentle. I mean, I'm pretty sure your dad doesn't take you, okay, let me just throw you there. Okay, you go there. No. He goes, you know what? You sit over here. Oh, you look so nice. And okay, you sit over there. Okay, they're very soft and gentle, right? Our parents. And that's how family work. So, that reminds me of a story in the Bible that have to do with family. And back then, family, when a young lady would marry a guy, she would have to go and live with this guy, usually at the parents of the guy. Okay? And the person today is Ruth. And Ruth, she married this young guy and went to live with the family. But she's going to tell us the story. Okay, she's going to tell the story herself because you'll see it's a good story. You see how family work together. And with us, Ruth.
Thank you, Jaden. You are here. You are so beautiful. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Ruth. Have you heard of me before? Yes? I am famous. I'm famous. Thank you so much. Well, I want to tell you about me. It's about family, but it's about love. Do you know what that is? Do you love someone? Does someone love you? Yes, your parents love you a lot, right?
Oh, sí.
But I have to tell you about me. So interesting, because at the end I'll tell you what's the most important part. So, there was this nice family. They lived in the land of Moab. Have you ever heard of that land? It's okay if you haven't. It's a tiny place in the Middle East, but that's where they lived. Now, they were not from there, okay? They were from Bethlehem. Have you ever heard of that place? It's famous. Oh, well, some of you have, some of you haven't. That's okay. Well, this is what happened to the nice family, right? So there was a husband. His name was Elimelech. That's an interesting name, right? It's a very powerful name. Now, Elimelech, the husband, right, married to Naomi. Really important to remember that name, okay? Elimelech, Naomi, they have 2 sons. And they moved to Moab. They were not from there, remember? They moved there because there was no more food. What do you do when there's no more food? Right? Do you have food at your house? What if you don't have food at your house? And what if there's no food at the grocery store? What if Walmart is empty? What do you do then? What if there's no food where you... McDonald's will be good, but what if there's no food where you live? Well, then you go somewhere else, right? And this is what this family did. They moved to Moab so that they could have food to eat, okay? Now, when this family moved there, something sad happened. The husband dies. So now, Naomi is left with her 2 sons. So that's not too bad. She's not too sad yet. And then the 2 sons met 2 females. They met me, Ruth, and they met Orpha. And we got married, and we were so happy. But only after 10 years, how did you know that? It's a sad thing, right? They died. So they were really sad, right? But then something happens. Let me show you. This is us. Can you see it? I know it's kind of hard to see, but this is us. I'm in this picture. I don't know if you can recognize me because it's a painting. So I'm in this picture here with my mother-in-law, Naomi. And you know what she's telling me right here? She told me, why don't you go back to live with your mommy and daddy? And I said, but I don't want to. You're my mommy now. She said, no, go back and you'll be happier because they have a lot of food and money, and I'm really poor. I have nothing to give you. I have no more sons. And then, I don't know if you can see somebody else in the background. Can you see someone else kind of like far in the back? Can you see? There's someone else in the back. That is my sister-in-law, Orpha, who was crying, and she said, okay, Mommy Naomi, I will go because you told me to leave so that I can have a better life. But look at me hugging my mother-in-law, my new mommy. I said, you're my new mommy. I will not leave you, and your friends will be my friends, and your land will be my new house, and your God will be my new God. And she was happy that I went with her, because to go back to Bethlehem, where she was from, it was so far. Do you know a place that's really far to go to? That it takes you, like you have to take a plane or something? Oh, yes, Salem. So they went back to Bethlehem together. Now, this is what happens. They're in Bethlehem, but they're still poor. They don't have any food. So I decided that I was going to help out, and I got a job. Let me show you what I was doing. Can you see me here? What am I doing? Okay, I'm picking up some grass. I'm picking up some grain. This is what I'm picking up. Can you see what this is? It's wheat, barley. Very good. Wheat or barley. What can you do with this? That's what was happening. Okay, so I was helping out my mother-in-law, my new mom, with food. And then this is where it gets interesting. I was really, shy, picking up whatever was left over that the other men left. When a person, can you see someone here? Who? Who do you see there? Okay. You see someone else there? I'll tell you a little secret. That person has a crush on me. Do you know what that means? He fell in love with me, and he was the owner of the field where I was picking up the barley. So he told me, if you marry me, I'll give you this field, and you can pick up whatever you want. What do you say? Do you have a husband? I said, no, I don't have a husband anymore. He's like, well, I don't have a wife. Let's get married. And that's not the surprise. When we get married, we have a baby. And his name was Obed. You don't know about Obed, but Obed was somebody very important. You know why? Because Obed, my son, was the granddaddy of King David. How cool is that? Well, this is in my time. King David, right? And all of us are ancestors of Jesus. How cool is that? That is really amazing. Now, Boaz, my husband, rescued me when I most needed him. He helped me out. He gave me food and what I needed. Jesus wants to do the same for us. He wants to be a redeemer, and he wants us to be part of his family. If we are kind to one another, we are obeying God, and that is the best thing you can do. You want to be part of God's family? Be kind to one another. Love each other, and you'll always be part of God's family. God bless you. Thank you for listening.
There's a story in the Bible of a widow named Ruth. She chose to leave her people and embrace the truth. Though she knew it would be tough, she decided never give up. She'd be loyal and true, for God would see her through. Whither thou goest, I will go, and where thou lodgest, I will lodge. Thy people shall be my people, and thy God my God. Ruth chose to be faithful, though a stranger in the land. God poured out his blessings, the story
Hi, guys. Did you guys have fun today? It's a little hot in Jasper Canyon today, huh? Did you guys have a good time? Yeah, all right. Let's review. Can I have a volunteer from this side? Come here. Okay, so our find for today is Jesus. Jesus made me in his family. I didn't see any motions. Stand up. Stand up. Jesus made me in his family. I dig it. All right. Good job. Thank you. All right. All right. Now I need 4 volunteers to help with that haven't. Naya, come up. In the white. Yeah. You can come up. All right. You can come up. All right, everybody stand up. Everybody stand up. All right, I want to see you guys doing the motions, and I want to hear you. All right, are we ready to do our verse? Our bedrock verse? All right. So I have a question for you guys here today. Who here has a dog? All right. So who here remembers when you first got your dog? How did you get your dog? Did you get him from a shelter? Or, Emmy, how did you get your dog? Wait 1 second. You got it from a litter of puppies. Somebody you knew? Okay, someone you knew. All right. What about you? How'd you get your dog? At the supermarket? Wow, that's an interesting supermarket. Okay, where'd you get your dog? You bought it from a pet store, from somebody you knew, from a breeder? Okay, where did you get your dog? A Happy Meal? Oh, okay. Oh, so it's not a real dog. Your dog didn't eat your Happy Meal? Did he eat your Happy Meal? Yeah? Okay. Where did you get your dog? At the pet store. What about you? At the pet store? Okay. So when you went to the pet store or when you went to the litter, how did you pick the dog? I mean, there's probably lots of different dogs there, right? So how did you pick your dog? From its motions? All right, I want to share with you pictures. This is my dog. Her name is Sandy. That's Kaylee. That's when our dog was a little itty bitty puppy. We went to a what's called a dog breeder, and they had 3 dogs there. And sit down. This is when she was a puppy. I'll show you a picture of her now. This is Sandy now. She's a big girl. All right, so I'm going to tell you a story. When we went to the litter, Kaylee was only 2 years old, And we were going to just look at the puppies. We weren't going to get a puppy. We were just going to look at some puppies, right? And we get there, and there's these 4 puppies. But Sandy immediately came over to us, and she's wagging her tail, and she's licking us, and she just chose us, right? Sandy actually came to us, and she chose us. And when we left, we didn't have the heart to not take her home. So then, a lot of begging and pleading with Daddy, and please, Daddy. Kaylee was like, please, Daddy. The next day, we went and got the puppy. So Sandy has now been with us for 12 years. So Sandy is part of our family, and she chose us, and we chose her. But you know what? God made us part of his family, right? And just like Sandy chose us, God chose you. Every single one of you has been chosen by God to be a part of his family. All we have to do is accept it. All we have to do is say, God, I want to be a part of your family. And then put God first in everything that we do.
Just go first.
Okay. Welcome, parents. Welcome to Jasper Canyon, where today we've been learning about families.
Which may sound a bit strange to you since we're the only people here, but we have been learning all about other families by studying fossils.
Fossils? You may be asking yourself, what are fossils? Well, these are fossils over here.
Fossils can be the remains of people, animals, or plants. Dr. Soil thinks that these may have been part of a family.
That's right! For one thing, there are several little clues of the fossils that we've been finding to lead me to believe that they were part of a family. First of all, they were close together, and also they were similar looking.
Hey, Dr. Saul, I just realized something.
What is it, Joshua?
These fossils kind of remind us that we are part of the family of God.
I don't get the connection, Joshua.
These fossils look alike, and the Bible says that humans were created in God's image. And, well, kind of. But I guess sin kind of changed just a little bit.
Yeah, so?
These fossils were in the same place, and they would have stayed together if we hadn't dug them up.
So?
So Jesus said he's coming back to earth someday to take us all to heaven.
Yeah, and?
Imagine that sin is this yucky, sticky mud, and we're stuck in it. So Jesus has come and died for us so that we can get out of this yucky and sticky mud so that we can live with him forever in heaven.
And that's what it means to be part of God's family. And we will be all together with him. Ha, well done, Joshua.
Wait. I think I can come up with a reason for fossils why we're in God's family too. Like on second thought, I think I like the way Joshua put it better.
Oh, great! You guys are ready. Is there anything else you would like to show your parents when they arrive?
Ooh, I want to show them how I can eat an entire plate of peas using just a knife. Oh, or how I can get water from my canteen with my shoelaces. Oh, and after that...
Is there anything else about the dig that we'd like to tell them? And then afterwards, we can enjoy the amazing Courtney feats of food fun.
No, nothing else.
There's nothing I can think of.
Oh, here they come.
Okay, so there's all kinds of different kinds of families, right? There's your church family, your school family, your home family, but the most important is God's family, and we are all part of God's family. So we're going to sing our closing song, and then we're going to be doing our rock wall with our daily find, okay? So let's all stand up and let's be rock stars.
All right, stand up. Who's tired? No, you guys are not tired. Stand up. Let's stand up.
Going on a great adventure, following Jesus the way. Digging deep down in his word, ancient truths still true today.
We will sing.
We will sing, we will praise our God
Good job, everybody. All right. So, as being part of the family, being part of God's family, when you're part of a family, your family shows you their love in many, many, many ways. So, for today, for your rock find for today, on your rocks and your gems, you're going to be writing how God shows you his love, how God shows you that he loves you. All right? So, how God shows you that he loves you is what you're going to be putting up on the rock wall today. So we'll give you a few minutes to do that. I have some markers if we need some.
Going on a great adventure, following Jesus the way. Digging deep down in his word, reaching true, still true today. We will sing, we will praise our God for all our days. We are fearfully, wonderfully made. We will rise, we will soar. That's what we were created for. By his pleasure, we are treasured by God. Going on a great adventure, following Jesus the way. Digging deep down in his word, reaching true, still true today. We will sing, we will praise our God for all our days. We are fearfully, wonderfully made. We will rise, we will soar. That's what we were created for. By his pleasure, we are treasured by God. We will sing, we will praise our God for all our days. We are fearfully, wonderfully made. We will rise, we will soar. That's what we were created for. By his pleasure, we are treasured by
All right. Good job, guys. Good job today with your rock hounding and finding all those new gems, these precious gems. What was the Bible story today? The story of Ruth. All right. All right. I need everybody to stand up. And we need everybody to be quiet because we are going to have a prayer. And when we talk to God, we have to be very reverent, right? So we're going to be very quiet. And we're going to be easy with our rock wall so we don't break it. Nice and gentle, please. Thank you. You can put some on the bottom of the rock wall, too. I know, everybody wants to put them up high. All right, make sure that I get your markers back, please. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's bow our heads for prayer. Dear Jesus, thank you for making us part of your family. Thank you, Jesus, because we are treasured by you. Help us to always keep you in the center of our lives. Bless us as we go home tonight and we come back tomorrow. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Good night, Rock Hounds.